on. I'm just sharing.
Okay.
Hey everybody, Nicole here with Repairs First Association. So we are live. Let me give it a second or two. So we have some exciting news that we want to announce, which is a deal from Acima for RFA members. So you get basically, if you're an RFA member and you offer Acima out of your store, your clients get $49 down payment, and then you get a $20 spiff. So we're going to go over all of the details. This is for RFA members, but please stay and watch. And if you want to learn more about the RFA, because we have amazing programs now and more coming in the future, we have amazing discounts, benefits, masterminds, training, and so much. Stay on, and you're going to learn more. We just lost someone. There we go. He's back. And if you want to learn more about the RFA, you can simply go to our website, repairsfirst.com, and set up a discovery call, and Brian will get on with you. So Brian, I'm going to let you kind of take it from here, and then we'll let Seth introduce himself, and then we can just dive right into the exciting details, right?
All right, sounds good. Well, hey everybody, my name is Brian Ahern, and sorry I don't have my video on right now, but I have very bad internet, and if I had my video on, you wouldn't be able to hear me. So I apologize for that, but if you want to see what I look like, you just go to repairsfirst.com and click on board members, and I'm the one there smiling pretty. So other than that, and thank you, Nicole, for setting up this call, and I want to preemptively thank Seth for he and I working on a project. The RFA constantly looks to bring additional revenue streams to repair shops. And in the other day, we announced, the deal with On Point Warranty. We have the Aqua device insurance. We have the T-Mobile plan. And we're always looking at ways to bring unique programs to RFA members that other people outside of the RFA network would not have access to. And, and so Seth and I put a program together that's very, very exciting. And Nicole is 100% correct. It's, your customer only has to pay $49 down instead of, was it 80, Seth? Is that what it
80,
was before?
Correct. Yeah. Typically it's 80 for cell phone stores.
Right. So for cell phone stores,
Awesome.
it's normally $80 down payment for your customer. But for this one, it's only a $49 down payment. And then you're going to get, as an RFA member, you will get $20 for every funded program or funded lease or
transaction.
deal. Transaction. There we go. Thank you.
Yep.
And in most cases, because see that $49, it goes towards the customer's loan, right? And you get a $20 spiff. So in most cases, Seth and I were talking about this, that instead of you having to give that $49 to Acima afterwards, that you're only going to have to give them all but the 20. And that's in most cases, and I'll let Seth explain more details in that. But Acima leasing has been around for a very long time. It's very popular in the space. And I want to thank everybody for taking the time to be with us on this call. So from that point, Seth, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Yeah, we have somebody say thank you for this amazing opportunity. We're glad you're watching. I don't want to pronounce your first name wrong, so I'm going to say Torres because your last name. I don't want to say if anybody knows how to pronounce that, it looks like a very nice name. I wish I could pronounce it, but I'm terrible at that. And I don't want to tear up your name, but we're glad that you're watching. Go ahead, Seth. You can tell us about you and
very excited about this opportunity. Thank you guys for having me. I'm very excited to be a vendor. We do have a lot of partners in the space already, so we're very excited to change those programs onto this special one, which was not easy to do. I will say this is a very exclusive program that adds a ton of value, especially right now during November, December. This is when sales jump sky high. To get that low payment to beat out the competition, drive more financing customers, Acima customers to your stores instead of theirs, and to capitalize on that $20. I mean, that's not a bad deal. So it wasn't easy to get, but we got it for you. And that's a permanent, perpetual spiff. That will not end. You know, a lot of these companies will say, yeah, you know, we'll give you a spiff for 3, 6 months to start off. This is for the life of the account. That doesn't go away. So you guys, it's yours. You can, you know, I've seen people do tens of thousands of dollars in spiff money alone, let alone the money from the device sales or whatever you're doing. So I'm going to share my screen, Nicole, if you don't mind passing along my screen. I'm going to just really quickly run you through how simple and easy this program is. It's very quick and easy.
Oh, you know
So
what, Seth? Let
once,
me jump in here really quickly before
yeah,
you start
yeah,
that. How do you get to join the program? Well, all you need to do is,
uh-huh.
if you're an RFA member, is go to rfamembers.com, log in, click products, and then you're going to see Acima and complete the form. If you are not an RFA member, it would be time to join. Or you can do a discovery call, which I did drop the link in the comments. If you're not an RFA member and you want to learn more about the RFA, definitely get on a discovery call. But if you are an RFA member and you're ready to do this, just go to you're used to this, right? Go to rfamembers.com, log in, click products, and you're going to see Acima right there and sign up for it. And then Seth will reach out to you.
Yeah, you do
Go ahead.
Yeah,
3 or
I will.
4 funded leases a month. That spiff money alone pays for your subscription. So kind of a no-brainer. But yeah, this is what the portal looks like. Very simple. You know, resources on top. So you're going to get, once you get that email to enroll with Acima, or once you fill out that form, all we require is 3 photos. You know, you need either a physical location or an online store. We can enroll either of those two. You need one of those two. If you have a physical store, we do need a picture of the exterior showing some signage, interior showing your showroom or some inventory, and a business license. That's it. With those 3 things, you can enroll with Acima, and you need to be active with the state. Um, yeah, you cannot be inactive. So that's kind of all you need to get started with Acima. And then we will send you, once the account is activated, within 24 hours of us receiving those photos, you're going to get a username and password where you log into your Acima portal. This is where you see all the applications of the customers that applied and what step they're on. You're going to get tabs up top with resources. We're going to send you training, like marketing materials, banners, posters, pamphlets, QR codes, a stand right on front of your checkout desk that customers can scan, like a QR code, so they can apply right on their phone. There's a text to apply code that you can put on your, you know, posters or banners, stuff like that. So a lot of really cool marketing materials that we have for you that are constantly getting better. We can even like customize them to put your company's logo on them. So that's kind of cool. There's training videos, digital media with your text to apply code on there. The best way I've seen Acima explode is you posting this on your social media. Post your application link on your ads so customers can apply remotely, and then you see what they're approved for, and then you sell them. You know, if they're approved for 2K, what they just wanted a iPhone 8, all of a sudden they can buy a nicer phone, charging cord, an accessory, headphones. You know, you can upsell them. It's a really powerful tool to increase sales and spending. So this is what it looks like. You know, customer comes in. Typically, you're going to type in their phone number. They're going to scan the QR code to apply. You can also fill it out for them by pressing start application. And then this is what it looks like. It just tells you what it is. It is a lease. It's the same thing as financing, honestly, or very similar. It's not, you know, it's not financing, but it is a very similar concept. All they need is a first name, last name, social, or ITIN, one of the both, which is nice. Mobile phone number, some sort of information, some form of ID, and then bank account information, monthly income, and then referral code. If another customer referred you to Acima, you can put in their code, and then they can potentially get compensated for referring you as a customer. You don't need to enter anything in there. So I'm just going to autofill this, put it as approved. This is all real time, by the way. So the application, just one page as you saw. It takes about 10 seconds for our system to spit out an approval or denial. So as long as the customer makes $750 a month of income, as long as they've had a bank account for 3 months, and as long as they don't have any negative or overdraft fees in that period or too many overdraft fees, they're going to get approved for up to $5,000. So regardless of their credit, they do not need good credit whatsoever. So very, very lenient approval requirements, and a very simple, fast process. So this customer, Sarah Moore, was approved for 3806. You just click on their name on the front page. We can go back here and I can show you. It says Sarah Moore, create invoice. You click on that. Then you just type in what they're buying. Let's say they're buying an iPhone 17. Let's say they're buying a case. You can literally itemize whatever they want. Let's say the total is, let's do $1,600. You can charge them whatever you want. Delivery date. By the way, this is the amount that we're going to send to your bank account. Best part about Acima, there is no cost or fee for you guys whatsoever. We pay you guys this full amount to your bank account the next business day. If you did the sale right now, tomorrow in your account, there would be $1,600. You do not include taxes. We take care of the taxes. It's a tax exempt transaction. Essentially, Acima was purchasing the merchandise from you at wholesale, and then we charge the customer taxes over time. So if you include taxes there, they're going to get double taxed. Does that make sense?
Okay, so when you run this up, you run this as tax exempt.
Correct.
Correct. Okay. I was unaware of that. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Some people really like that actually because they don't have to deal with it at all when they do their taxes. We do all of it.
Right. Okay.
Some people in their POS system, they put Acima as the customer and then put dash the customer's name as a reference. A lot of people just do, whatever makes sense for their business. But yeah, don't put the taxes in there because they're going to get charged twice. The delivery date, that is where, let's say, you're doing the sale today on the 12th, but you don't have that iPhone 17 in until Monday. You will click Monday for the delivery date. Whenever the customer is going to receive the merchandise, that's when you click that. For today's purposes, we'll put that it's today that they're just in the store or whatever. New, used, damaged. If it's damaged product, just describe the damages. It says 100 here. You guys are lucky. $49 for them to walk away with literally anything in your store. I know some people do like the electric scooters, the bikes, TVs, consoles go crazy at Christmas. Anything, even an expensive screen repair you can put on there. It's limited to whatever you guys want. This here will show the weekly recurring payment amount. Some customers, not every customer, will get approved for 12 months, 18, or 24 months for them to pay it off. Obviously, the longer you go, the more expensive it is. So typically, I won't lie, they're just going to get approved for that 12-month option. But they can, choose to go 24 months. The most important thing, though, I won't lie, is that they pay it off in 90 days, and we will get back to that. I'm just going to mention that right now. So this is the entire invoice. I don't know. Is there any questions that anyone has, or should I just keep going?
Go ahead and talk about the 90 days.
Yeah, I'm getting a question here from HT Smith about expensive repairs. You can finance the repairs as long as the customer understands that Acima, technically, all of those things you can finance. All of those. Phones, tablets, game consoles, laptops. Yes, all of those. All of those. As long as the customer understands that Acima technically owns the phone until it's paid back. If you're repairing like the housing or the phone or the screen, technically Acima owns that until it is paid off. But absolutely.
Awesome.
You know, if you look at it like this, you know, if you go out and buy a car, right, or buy a truck,
Mhm.
whatever, and you might have 1.5% whatever financing, blah 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 blah. If you don't pay that bank back, they'll just repossess your car. So
Yeah,
technically, that's how all loans are. They own the product until you pay it back.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same. Yeah, yeah. It's very. That's why same thing. What I was saying about the 90-day purchase option. If you don't pay it off in that 90 days and you go the full 12 months, it starts to get very expensive because it's just like a credit card. If you don't make that minimum payment each month, then it gets more expensive the next month. It just keeps on getting more expensive. If they do go the full 12 months, I'm going to be very transparent here. That price here, that 1,600 will turn to around 3,200. It's essentially double what they pay if they go the full term. It really does not make too much sense for them to go the full 12 months. If they can't pay it off in 12 months, it might not be a great option for them if it's an expensive product. Some people, if it's $500 or less, don't have problem with that low payment over the full term. But if the 90-day option is where if they pay it off in that term, all it is that $49 fee, initial fee, plus the cost of the merchandise, plus 10% when they make that last payment. So it would be 1,600, 160 plus 49 would be the cost. Plus, yeah, if the time makes sense. So 10% of this, 160 plus 49, plus tax would be the total cost for them to use Acima in this situation.
Well, 10%,
Okay,
even with that extra 49, 10% is cheaper than any credit card out there.
Right, absolutely,
Right?
absolutely.
Definitely.
And 90 days, so three months. Wow.
I just see a good point.
Yeah, it's super easy. Customers keep returning. They love it. They get what's nice is this really drives lifetime customers to your store. So once a customer pays off their first transaction, it's very, very common. Almost always they come back and are pre-approved for more, and they just use that higher limit next time again at your location. That is very, very common. We have millions of customers that have used Acima. We have over 100 locations that actively use Acima. 100,000 locations that actively use Acima in the United States across furniture, appliances, car audio, jewelry. And those customers that have used us in the past, when they're looking for a new cell phone or if they broke their phone and they want to use this program to basically finance the repair, they're going to get sent to you guys through the Find a Store. So we put you guys on there and send customers pre-approved to your store to spend with you guys. So we also do run Google and Facebook ads to try and send customers to your store as well.
Oh, Seth, I think we lost your phone again. Brad and Jeremy are on. So they join here. I've had them muted. Because
every time every time someone calls me, it cuts me off. I apologize.
That's okay. You can put it on
But yeah,
do not disturb. It would take that away. It will stop doing that. Yeah. Brad and Jeremy, did you guys want to say something to add in? I see that you unmuted yourself.
Hey Seth, this is Brad. Thank you so much for allowing the RFA members to sell the product.
Yes.
I did have a question. What if the device the customer wants is outside of the store's budget? to buy, pretty much they have to close the ticket, right? To be paid. Like the customer would have to get the phone in hand to be paid.
Sorry, I don't quite understand.
Does the ticket have to be completely closed out in order to get paid?
For example, maybe
Yes.
Brad, tell me
Yeah.
if I'm wrong or not, but say that they have an expensive repair and the part costs, I don't know,
Yes.
$500, and they want to get the financing and use that,
you know,
or a phone.
or a phone.
Right.
Yeah. What if the phone isn't, what if it's outside of the store's budget at the time to purchase themselves?
Got
So
you.
that would
Okay.
pretty
So you're
much
saying
take them
funding
out.
it
Yeah.
first. You're saying
Yeah.
funding it
Funding it.
first, getting the money. That's no problem. People do it all the time.
Perfect.
Just
That's even
yeah.
better. Okay.
How does
Yeah,
that
you
work?
can
Can you explain it a little bit?
Yeah, you can just fund it first, get the money, buy the device, make sure they come back. The problem is, if they don't, it would just be a canceled transaction, and that money that was spent would go to your receivables balance. And the next time you funded a lease, that amount would come out of the amount that you spent.
Okay. That still helps a lot, for the
Good,
stores.
good, yeah.
Because, yeah. They can actually can sell it, and not
Yeah, of course, of
worry about
course.
how much money they have on that day.
Absolutely. Great
One thing
point.
I've seen as well is that a customer might get approved for, like you said, $3,000, $6,000, and they only need a phone today. But you know what? Why don't you order me a laptop or an MacBook, right? And so
Yeah,
that way they can close the transaction, they can order the part, you guys will fund it the next day, and when the laptop comes in, they call the customer, correct?
absolutely. Absolutely.
You always want to look at what the customer gets funded for, and obviously you have an opportunity to upsell them all kinds of additional merchandise.
The ability to
Yeah.
see that spending power is invaluable. It's invaluable. To see how much they have in their wallet right there is powerful sightseeing. Also to mention, let's say a customer comes in, they're approved for 3K, they use 1,000. Within the 15 days, they can come back at any point and add whatever they want to the invoice without them having to run a new application. You can simply add that to the lease as an adjustment, and you guys just get funded the additional amount. If it's past 15 days, they have to reapply. They'll get approved for that remaining $2,000 in this case, but they do have to apply again and spend another $49. Just so you
So
guys
if they
are
come
aware.
back, if they come back in the first 15 days and say, hey, I want to go ahead and get my wife's phone fixed also, then all you
Yes.
do is go in there, adjust the ticket. I don't got to put another $49 payment down.
Exactly. If it's within the first 15 days. After
Nice.
that, they would have to reapply and get approved for the remaining amount.
Okay.
With the
Okay, I got a
spiff,
question. What about
you guys get the extra $20 on the new transaction, so it's up to you guys what you want to do. But yeah, it's nice for the customer to save the $49. That's probably the best ethical thing to do.
if it's a multiple ticket item, for instance,
Yeah.
if you sold them a phone, then a laptop, and whatever, it's only
Right.
$49 one time if they do it all at the same time, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. You just itemize everything. It could be charging cord, screen protector, case, phone, laptop, Xbox, PlayStation, all in one ticket, $49.
Now, something else that they can get too, ladies and gentlemen on the call, those of you that sell the ACO device insurance, you can
Right.
add that into the ticket,
Yes.
and then you'll have to pay ACO for that amount. I would recommend a whole year on the device, and you would then pay ACO that amount. The registration process is a little bit different, but it's super simple. We have a lot of stores that are currently doing that. For more information on that, reach out to me, and I'll put you in touch with JT, and JT will be your rep from ACO. If you're already familiar with JT, and if you're an RFA member, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. If you're already familiar with JT, then just go ahead and reach out to him, and he'll give you the instructions on how to do that. But yeah, this is really such a unique program that
Mhm.
literally the only way it's not going to work for you is if you don't try it. Advertise, advertise, advertise. Come get a brand new, blah 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 blah. Only $49 down. I mean, you can't even go to the carrier and pay $49 down because you got to pay all the sales tax up front. Okay, on a
Put that on
$1,000
all
device,
your
you got to.
Facebook ads, all those Facebook
Yes,
ads on all your social media. Blast that link and just watch those applications come in. You give them a call and say, look, you're approved for this much. What do you want?
exactly.
That's a great point about the insurance, Brian. You can definitely add that on there. People do it all the time. Very, very simple. Anything else? Any other questions? Any concerns up to this point? We're actually almost finished. It's basically, the whole process is basically done. But I'll just
Well,
keep going. But
one thing I
yeah,
wanted to touch on real quick. Yeah, I was having a phone call yesterday with an individual, and I understand where they're coming from. He says, "Well, I don't want to put my customers in debt." And for anybody that's listening to this that has the same feeling, I get it. I understand it completely. But the reality of it is that customer is going to put themselves in debt whether you sell it to them or the shop down the street does. If a person wants something bad enough and they don't have the $1,000 to spend, and if you don't offer them a financing solution, they're going to go to a place that does.
Totally agree.
So it's just that way. But I completely understand that shops say, hey, I don't want my customer to have to pay that much. Well, tell them to pay it off in 90 days. Pay
absolutely.
it off
But
in
I
90
will
days,
say,
and
The
and they
vast
and they only
majority
pay.
do pay it off in 90 days. About
Yeah, exactly.
65% of customers.
we have to keep in mind that it's people's choices to sign up for what they want. We're just the
That's right.
provider. So, I mean, many people, and you can say it's sad or not, they go out and they put things on credit all the time, things they can't afford: cars, houses, jewelry, vacations, phones, electronics. So I think stores, I know what you're talking about, Brian, because I've spoke to owners that also say things in that same, range of just not wanting to do that. But you got to take your personal feelings out of it and the way that you personally see finances, because everybody doesn't operate like that. They want it and they're going to do whatever they need to get it. And that's just what they do.
And it could be a tool that they use for work. And if their phone's broken and they can't work and provide for their family because they can't afford it, it's really hurting them more than not helping them by offering a solution that can really really benefit them. Phones in this day and age is a necessary item to have, so you could look at it that way as well.
Right.
Imagine all those customers. Imagine all those customers that you have, and I know a lot of stores do this. They'll offer 3 different options: good, better, and best. And the customer will choose the good, which is a low quality, because they don't
Right.
have the money available to get the correct part for the phone. Ask them,
Yeah.
hey, got a question for you. So you can't afford the 275 for this repair today. I get it.
Mhm.
Could you afford it over 90 days? Well, yeah.
Mhm.
You got $50. Yeah. Then let's put the better part on your phone so that you're not having problems with it later.
Yeah, you don't got to come
And then
back in a month.
they don't got to come back and be upset with that phone. And so there's a lot of ways to get creative with this and to really boost your bottom line, um, and to get them taken care of.
Absolutely.
This
Absolutely.
is great. This is really awesome. I'll just recap again. If you are an RFA member, the way that you access this benefit and all the other benefits, check them out while you're there, because we have a lot already and we have some really amazing stuff coming out over the next couple of weeks. So keep that website handy because you're going to be going in there. So all you need to do is go to rfamembers.com, sign in, and click products, and you're going to see Acima there. Complete the form, and then Seth is going to reach out to you. If you are not an RFA member and you're interested in this, you can sign up for a discovery call by going to repairsfirst.com, or you can simply sign up and Yeah, this is a great deal. Thank you so much to Acima and Brian working out this deal for the members. I think it's going to be great.
And there's so right here, when they fill out that invoice and they save it, this is when that spiff off option shows up. So owners, the spiff is $20. And I've seen them handle it. I've seen different owners handle it different ways. You know, you can give that completely to your customer that sells the device. You can give them the full 20 by it just asks you, we'll say spiff information. They put in their information, they put in their name, phone number, and email. And every Friday, the $20 times the amount of sales that person completed is sent to their email in the form of an Awardco account, which is a Visa gift card. So they just create their Awardco account. Let's say if they close 5 deals, they have $100 in there. They get the virtual card number. Boom, they can spend it on whatever they want. Some owners want to take it all themselves and have their employees put in their information for every sale, so they get the bonus. It's completely up to you guys. Or some I've seen split it, you know, put in the email information for the owner. The owner gives them half of it, the $20 each time. So it's completely up to you guys how you want to distribute that spiff. But that's when it appears, is right after the invoice is saved. So do not put in the customer's information for spiff information, or the customer's going to get the $20. We don't want that.
Well, I mean, I guess you could. If I mean,
holiday deal.
you could say, "Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I know you're going to have to pay me $49, but I can get $20 sent back to you if you buy this today." I mean,
that's true.
I guess that's possible. I mean, it's all in what you know. However you want to be the salesperson.
I've never thought about that. I guess that is technically possible. Yes, that's a great sales tactic.
I had a guy
that.
I had a guy that closed me on a deal, and he said, "Look, I get a 10% commission." He says, "I don't really want to make the commission off of you, so when I get it, I'm going to hand it back to you." I'm like, "Okay." So, and he did. So, there's lots of ways.
I just saw someone text. How do they get in contact with me? Do you want me to put that in the chat or?
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Heman, all you need to do is go to rfamembers.com and fill out the form, and that is going to go to Seth. So he will reach out to you that way.
Okay. They're going to get my
rfamembers.com. Okay, this is how they reach you. Okay, so rfamembers.com, log in, products, complete the form. Heman is a member. He knows how to do it. And then that goes directly to Seth.
Yeah, I get the email immediately, and they then I contact you, and we just go over whatever questions you have, and then we get you enrolled quickly if that's something you want to move forward with. This is the final step here. So the customer, once the invoice is saved and that spiff information is filled out, they pay that $49 to Acima. I know it says 50 here. So they'll just put Sarah Moore. And this is also, just so you guys know, where Brian was saying that we can deduct that initial $49 from the amount that's sent to the customer, or the initial payment. They can pay that $49 in cash, and they don't have to pay this with a debit card, and we can just skip this step, if that makes sense. So instead of that, there will be a button that says customer pays retailer right here at the bottom. And what that does, that means that the customer is paying you the $49 plus the tax, and then we just deduct the $49 that's sent to your bank account. So
I thought you said no tax.
On the initial payment, there's tax. On the initial payment, there's tax. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So it will say
tax on the 49, but not on the rest.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, this is awesome details. I mean, if you're watching the playback of this video is also going to sit on our platform. There's going to be a forum around this video completed, and Seth will reach out to you, even if it's just to learn more. It doesn't mean that you're signing up. It just means Seth is going to reach out to you Just answer your questions. And then if you want to move forward and get signed up, he'll make that easy for you.
Yeah, if I'm telling you, if you do this without being through with the RFA, it's $80, almost double the initial payment. When those devices are $300-400, $80, it really doesn't make sense. But 49 is much more justifiable. And that extra $20 spiff, that's just unheard of in the industry. I'll be honest. It's very no, you don't really get that in any industry, let alone handheld electronics. So it is a very exclusive program, and it was not easy to obtain. We're excited to be with this organization. But yeah,
Awesome. This is exciting.
Seth, jokingly, my business partners call me the Bulldog for a reason.
yeah, he had me going to the president of the company on my knees begging.
That's
I'm
awesome.
slightly joking. I'm only slightly joking.
Only slightly, yeah.
Okay.
Well, everybody that's watching and commented, thank you so much for the questions. Brad and Jeremy, did you want to add anything or have any other questions? If you have a question and you're watching, now's the time to comment. But this is a very easy benefit to take advantage of. You just have to log into the member portal, click products, complete the form under Acima's name, and bam, Seth is going to call you and get you rolling. So anybody want to add anything else before we go? Oh, I think they're muted. So, but yeah.
Can I add one more thing? One more very important step. Okay,
Go
this is
ahead.
the last and it's very, very, very important. So the confirmation of delivery, once it's signed and paid for by the customer, there's one last step on on the retailer's end, on your guys' end. You confirm the delivery. When you confirm that, a message is sent to your customers' cell phones for them to verify. They get a text message asking them, "Did you receive the merchandise?" They have to reply yes, or you guys will not get paid. Obviously, we will work with you to make that happen. But if they leave the store without responding to that, it leaves us in the situation of reaching out to the customers, calling them, verifying that they received it. Some of them will even try to walk away without responding because they've done it before, knowing that if they don't respond, they don't have to pay. So don't even give them the device or anything until it says this page here, funding pending, which signifies that we have released the funds to the customers, to your bank. And that,
that's a very important step.
Very important. Yeah. Confirm the delivery.
Tell them you're going to get an email, reply to it, then I will give you the device.
Yeah. Text message. Right, exactly. They just reply yes, then it says funding pending. Once it says this, they're good to go, and then they can walk out the store, everything's complete. Have them download the Acima app in the App Store to make their payments. We remind them of the 90 days. It's a very great tool for them to pay it off in 90 days. It's makes it very easy for them, and that's basically it.
Awesome. Well, again, everybody, thank you. If you're not an RFA member, please go to our website, click on Book a Discovery Call. I'll be happy to go over the programs that we have for you that drive literally thousands of dollars a month to your store. Not to mention the anywhere from 3 to 20% discount on parts and accessories. The Acima program, the ACO program, the On Point warranty program. I mean, there's just literally thousands and thousands of dollars a month that are driving to your door, all for a small monthly fee of $69 a month. So it's a no-brainer. Every program that we have is designed to make you more money off of the money that you're currently spending today. So reach out to me and I'll be happy to go over the program with you. And we'd love to have you part of our over 1,200 doors network over 1,250 doors network that we currently have. And we're constantly growing and growing every day. And we owe it to all the members for taking part of the program and growing their stores. Thank you, everybody, and have a great rest of your week and weekend.
Yeah, and there was one question. I think he's confused, Michael. Once they reply, it's going to change to funding pending. So you're going to see it before you hand them the device. You don't hand them anything and then just trust them. You see it in the portal.
Or let's say you have an employee working and they're not familiar with it and they try to pull a fast one. Have your employees get a signed receipt. Yeah, we do help with you with the fraud. Absolutely. Just have them, there's no chargebacks or anything like that on your end. Even if a customer doesn't make one payment, you guys keep the money. There's no recourse to you guys whatsoever. It's not like a credit card. But yeah, have them either sign a receipt or just don't let them leave the store until they reply.
Awesome. Okay, great. Well, this was a great call, everybody. Thank you for watching and being on, and we'll see you next time on the next call.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, out there.